Hey, everybody. Oh, that intro was a little off. Messing around with some settings earlier today, and it's like might need to fix some stuff. That. Hey, RC, what's up? Hey, Carl. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me fix something here. Oh, I'm gonna have to. All right, I'm gonna have to stop this. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Take two works better this time. Are all good to go. Hey, WV Joe, what's up? I put a link to the Discord in the comment thread. I don't know if you saw that. Oh, we got head tracking working today. Hey, Darren, what's up?
Hey, not much. Just looking to see what needs done. A lot of plowing.
Oh. We got plowing. We got fertilizing. Harvest some fields of turning into sunflowers. Took care of this giant oat field earlier. Trying to empty the compost heap. Got a whole lot of straw down. We can pick that up and put it in the compost heap because that's cheap fertilizer. Not good for anything else. Either way. We're not too particular with the rules. Rules are there, so if someone acts out of place, we could say, "Hey, look, it's against the rule." We don't hold to the we don't hold the rules against anybody unless they're really acting out of place to begin with. We tried compost in the greenhouses and they didn't seem to take it. I haven't cracked the map open to look and see if that is definitive the answer or not, but it didn't seem like they took it. When I went up there with a bucket, I couldn't dump it. I went up there with manure and I dumped it in the same spot and it took it. We went to sell compost and it really didn't sell for any money. So honestly, it's about the cheapest fertilizer we can make. So that's kind of the plan, is to just use it as fertilizer. Hey, Renegade Rancher, what's up? My day was pretty good. The end of the weekend. We'll be back to work tomorrow.
That was a little too close for comfort.
What was that?
There's a thunderstorm going on outside.
All right. Let's go down here and help Darren with the harvest. I'm not sure what you're saying, David. It's here. The whole wheat you can unload in a trailer. The hopper, the custom trailer, or just a regular trailer? Took quite a while for the compost to be made. Hey, Junior, and my trucking life, what's up? Oh, okay, to unload to the trailer. They've lost power. Lost internet. Renegade, that is, I think that's a bug with the map. Yeah, the horses that are outside, they don't seem to do well. And if you ride them, they lose value. Okay. Well, I wonder how do you know when you're full then? No, I think the logic was that they're pasture horses. They can just eat what's out there, and you bring them water, and that's all they need. Something's not working where they just lose value. That's what we're seeing here on the server. Hey, Will, what's up? Even if you ride them, you know, they don't gain value. The other horses, though, they're fine. Yeah, I think there's an issue. I haven't checked the LS Farming Mods forum. I understand that there's a bug thread in there, or a bug topic. I haven't checked it myself to see if it's been reported. I'm sure it has been. You can store the whole grain in a silo. We've got it stored in the silo across from the pig area. You can't store it in the crop silo, no. You have to store it in one of those special silos. You have to use the silo hopper trailer. So if you have the whole grain in a trailer other than the silo hopper, which is one of the mods that came with the map, you have to transfer it to the silo hopper, back that up to the pipe point, and then you'll get a connect. You hit connect, and then you need to toggle over to the connection point, like with G or whatever your toggle button is. And then you'll get an unload. Then you basically pump it out of the hopper into the silo. I'll demonstrate here in a little bit. I want to haul a load of pig food over to the other pig area. According to the escape menu, I think it's 100,000 liters. I think. Because, see, we have pig food. I've got pig food in a silo that looks like those, and it says 100,000. Around load. Ah, yeah, I don't know where I got that. Well, actually, I think I pulled it out of one of our other multiplayer servers. What's up, AK in the hay? Yeah, these seem to be working fairly well. The header trailer is a bit wonky. It kind of moves around on its own. I parked them earlier beside each other, and now they're kind of all tangled together. Today we're going to try to harvest up some fields. We've got field 10 to do, 2, 6, 5, and 7. We got field 8's got potatoes in it. I guess we could do that too, but we're going to try to hammer out these fields, and at that point, the whole map will be harvested. It'll basically be time to turn them around. On the server earlier today and took care of this giant oat field in front of us. Hey John, what's up? Kind of seeing how long we can go without, before we have to refuel. Yeah, I saw that. I forget from time to time folks' names when they have different tags for Discord as opposed to yeah. Power flickered. The storm comes out. Probably could with place anywhere. Yeah, without that, you probably can't because there's the nav mesh to deal with. All right, now seriously, those cows, pasture cow production is just way too high. I was on earlier this afternoon, and I took all of the milk jugs off of both cow pastures. And now one of them is full again. And I took all of the cheese out of the cheese house. Probably, I don't know, an hour and a half ago, real time. Now it's full. I think my personal opinion is the milk and the cheese production needs to be slowed down. Well, the pasture cows put milk in little jugs. So you gotta handle the jugs. You can't just roll up to a tanker and fill out of the jugs. You've got to pick up every jug and put it somewhere. It's not like the fill trigger with the normal cows. I gotta show you guys. I mean, we can do this. Yes. But you have to do this. You can't just come up here and hit R and expect to get milk out of those little things without literally picking up each and every one of these and putting them in the container. And this particular pen had like 10 or 11 cows in it. That's it. So I sold them down to 5. Each outside pasture now only has 5 cows because on a server that's running 24/7, having to basically get rid of the milk 5 times a day or so, it's a bit much. That doesn't, no, I wouldn't say that. I mean, that's how it was designed. This map was not intended for, just this map wasn't intended for, being easy. You got a little way it's designed, you have a 100-liter bucket, which quite frankly is a little high capacity. But the way it's designed, sorry about that. The way it's designed, you're supposed to take a 100-liter bucket and move milk from a tank to the cheese maker that probably holds about 30 up to several thousand liters of milk itself, and to put 10 buckets full of milk into a butter machine to then make 4 barrels of butter that you then have to pick up and move to the other side of the farm in order to sell it. It's all been designed and engineered around making you do stuff. So being able to just roll up beside it and hit R and it magically vanish into the trailer would be, wouldn't be keeping with kind of the spirit, if you will, of the map. Yeah, I'm thinking, I mean, if you made, I don't know what would be appropriate. I mean, if each cow made 1 jug of milk per day, so if you had 5 cows, you would get 5 jugs of milk per 24-hour game period. I think that would be fine. You would need 16 cows in order to have, look at these, we got 1, 2, 7 jugs. And this has all shown up probably in the last hour and a half. Oh, you basically made this into a grass field and then merged these two with the island of trees in the middle? There's a lot of big grass. I mean, there's a lot of grass on this map. That big area below the Skinner is grass. This area beside us is grass. There's an area down below the carpentry area that is grass. There's a couple grass fields over at the biogas area. There is a lot of grass on the map. Well, Bear Claw, I can tell you he is working on more stuff. Will definitely be more stuff in an update, but don't expect the update to come probably until the end of summer or early fall. All of this is needing to be custom made, custom coded. Personally, I think Field 12 is a bit big. Now, it'd be fine if that thing got split up into 3 fields. That one probably took me about 3 hours of basically jockeying 2 hired helpers while I was trying to get other stuff done. And then, it's always possible that he'll shrink those fields. I mean, this whole area up here, it was still probably going to be built out into a map, possibly down here, over here. This gets shifted around. But I could see where these would get carved up too. Carve this one up, carve that one up. I was just saying, RC, that I don't remember. I think this came from one of our other multiplayer servers, which means that probably the guy that was running that one found it and put it there. Show it to you in the store just in case there's any type of clue. So it's just Kloss Lexion 670. We can put different logos on it. You can number them. Yeah, I don't know where it came from. Pretty sure I just pulled it out of the community server. I guess I could check the mod folder and check the credits, huh? Check that real fast. So Mario Ross. So it should be over at modhoster.com. Pretty sure that's where he's posted his stuff. All right, we'll be looking for you. I mean, what I like the little German flags that flop around in the wind. .com, .de, it's the same site. It's possible that if you get a .com, it's English by default. I don't know. It's Google. I have a Google Translate plugin for Google Chrome, and it just auto translates German. Mario Ross. Yeah, the .com had a certificate error for quite a while. They finally fixed it in, may have been May or may have been April. Space from. There's definitely no space. There's definitely space there. Now the thing is, the selling price for milk is 3 times higher at the farm shop. Heard some. Oh. There's the road. It's 3 times higher at the farm shop. And the only way to sell milk at the farm shop is in these little jugs. So you're once again encouraged. No way that's full. Once again, you're encouraged to handle these little jugs. See, milk. $400, $500. Farm shop's $1,000. Was $1,500 last night. If you had a way of jugging the milk, that'd be neat. Yeah, if you didn't have to handle the jugs twice. Once to unload from the platform and then once to put them in the farm shop. Yeah. inn is down at the. I bet you the inn doesn't take bulk. I bet you the inn takes those little jugs too. Anybody try to sell milk down at the inn in bulk? Do it. Well, yeah. Where do we sell milk at, Furious? I'm just gonna leave it up here.
It does go in that trigger. It's just really finicky.
I'll let you do it because I've had ever since I changed the key binding on my thing in order to do the pig stuff. Not been able to empty the John Deere tank. Just get no trigger notice.
You gotta have the tool select.
Yeah, no, I've done it before. It's just I can change selections all day long. I get out of it, someone else gets in it, and then they just unload right there. They can touch it.
Yeah, that trigger was being really weird last night when we were playing. And I don't know what's up with it.
Might be low. And did you use that trailer or that little one?
I think I used the smaller trailer for it last night, but I sold that and bought the bigger one. But when we went up there to sell the jugs, you could only lift them up high above the trigger and not set it on the crate for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. Newfangled red-looking triggers. Hey Carl, what's up? Hey Farmer Dave. From what I understand, Broderick, they're all based on the large in-game animal husbandries. Long sinks. We got so much stuff on the map. Yeah, well, it just gets
Where
just
you see
compounded.
them from Siberia?
Gets compounded when you have lots of stuff. Yeah, the farm shop pays good because of the extra manual labor you got to put into putting stuff down there. That's probably a good guess. That yeah, at some point the greenhouses will gain the ability to produce product. Got to get them restocked with manure and water. Like they stopped generating income yesterday. I don't think they do. Took a bucket up there of compost and I couldn't get it to take. When I dumped it in, it just dumped on the ground. But when I took manure up there and
That's just weird.
dumped at the same spot, it took that. Yeah, I'm thinking like triggers too low. That trailer to pick up on.
Yeah, if you come look at it, I had to get it on a weird angle and everything.
I get it now. See what we get out of that load of milk. $2,000. Not too bad. Could have been basically double that, or better than that. But how many jugs of milk that would that have been? At 120 liters a jug. Would have been for 150 jugs of milk. Is that right? So at what point do you say
Ugly mugly,
it's
I'm
not
out
worth
of
it?
fuel.
Are you? Drain it dry. All right, I'll be in. Buy with the fuel. We'll just wait here. That's the silo that I've got the whole grain in. I think it's funny. In and out of fuel. There it is. There he is. All right. Round.
Have you run one out of fuel yet? I know what's going on. It kept telling me to start my engine, but I can't start it. Oh, it's got...
All right, there you go. Love this trailer. No, the only thing you use whole grain for is to make pig food.
Alright, it's free.
Flip it else. Service you too.
I've said that was pretty cool. Yeah, it's down to a third.
Oh, I can't. Oh man. Workshop tabber doesn't work on. Doesn't work on the mobile. It's in the mod hub. It's in the in-game mod hub. All right, so let's go fuel ours up. It's the service trailer that pretty much every service truck or anything in Farm Sim 19 that has the service function basically got its capability from this mod. Anything that has the fact that you can that when you do service you get a laptop. That all came out of this mod here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That hit. Oh, shoot. I did it. Crashed it. Be right back. Sinking. Oh, my steering wheel hit like F8, which shows all kinds of in-game diagnostic data. Then when I hit F8 to get rid of it, it up. Hey, funny bone. Leave this out because we'll have to refuel the truck here in a little bit. Now let's go over here to the farm shop. Okay. Let me show you the amount of cheese that I've put into the shop today. All right. Here's just a small portion of the milk jugs I put in here. Got more eggs to put in.
Willkommen im Hof.
Put in 4 jugs, and look at all this cheese. Wonderful display of cheese. And I got all this cheese today. If we go over here, see digestate or slurry yet? Oh no, I fell in. Aaron's harvesting. Ooh, I was going to do field 2, but okay. I was like, I looked up at the inspect, and I'm like, where did it's the sunflowers? Yeah, there's way too much. I mean, this thing makes way too much cheese. Oh, it's not even button. It's gonna be full. Full. Moved it all. Buckets. Maybe the buckets are interfering. Wait, we have another harvester? Oh, Darren started harvesting sunflowers. Then he went and he got a truck. It's on a hired helper. He's going to be turning around. Go this way. Yeah, those horses over there, they're kind of broken. I think they're not gaining in value even if you ride them every day. I've seen the cheese basically in those round pans, those round forms, in a non-solid looking state, and then I've seen cheese with the label on it. And yeah, I'm assuming once it's got a label on it, it's done. I don't have PS3. I have PS4. I don't have console. I think once it's got a label on it, it's done. Of course, it doesn't sell until 7 p.m. Looks like it won't sell until I'm off the server, because we're going to be heading out here in about an hour. because I've got work tomorrow. Hey, Thomas, what's up? For realsies, I work in an IT department. So you'd say, howdy. Oh, I didn't say I worked in technical support. Say there, that was a really great show. Yeah, for me, it's just something else you gotta own. Another expense. Yeah, the header runs faster. You had a lot of sunflowers and it would save you time. Time is money. I would say unknown. Unknown, Thomas. I know that there is an update in the works to fix some known issues. I don't know if that particular update requires a new game save at this point or not. I would think, for the most part, probably not. Most of the things that would require a new game save would be like changing the terrain, repainting things, like your foliage layers. Hey Haggard, what's up? Triggers should be fine. Now, if they tweak the collisions on the silage bunker or the compost bunker, then there's ways to do it without changing your game save, but typically those types of changes you won't see until you change your game save, because a lot of those minor details are stored within your game save folder. I think it's over there to the left of the fence by the building. It wouldn't surprise me if you need to unload the log and put it on the ground before it sells. Now, all of these buildings are embedded in. They're not like the farm's built how the farm's built, no matter what play mode you're in. I can't help you, David, because forestry is not something that I typically spend much time doing. It's over, as best I can guess, it's over by the fence. Something is right here. So as best I can guess, you put your logs here. Did you put them on the ground? The way the rest of this map is set up, it wouldn't surprise me if that trigger's been lowered to the point where you actually have to put the logs on the ground before they actually do anything. Well, then I don't know. Me, forestry's always been something that I just did when Seasons was there in winter because there was nothing else to do. I'm coming up there.
Alright, truck's right beside me.
But this, head over to the cornfield across the street. Well, early on, Broderick, they showed a picture. I think it was like a PDA image of weeds, and they were like spotty. Like the whole field didn't get blanketed in weeds. Like little sections of the field had weeds scattered around it. No, this was real early. One of the first few announcements about seasons. All right, check you later, David. Thanks for dropping by. You know, if the weeds are like spotty, you know, like little patches of weeds here and there, then you could almost either, you know, ignore the weeds, and they are where they are, and the little bit of yield that you lose is just whatever. Or it makes those small little 3-point hitch sprayers even more useful, because you know that hold just a couple 100 liters. Just bring that around and spot spray. AI vehicle extension, enhanced vehicle. Let's see how well I guessed. I think there's a row of corn between us. Yep, there's a row of corn between us. Not further well. Do you get that on this map or on any map? Thanks for the sub, Yorda. Well then I would say thus starts the mod conflict shuffle. It's possibly a mod in your mod folder somewhere that has something interesting going on with it. And basically what you can do is you can move all your mods to a different folder, launch the game, and see if it's still there. Probably isn't. Then copy half of your mods back into your folder. Let's say the first A through M, say. And launch the game and see if it's there. If it's there, well then you know it's the first half. Take half of those out, and you just basically keep having until you figure out which half has the problem. Then you start adding in half of those. And eventually you're going to whittle it down to the problem mod, and you'll know. Or it's probably a conflict between two mods, such that either mod by itself works just fine, but when you throw both together, they don't like each other. Wish this thing gave you the fill level. Some tractors do that, some harvesters. Up. I'd say if they're giving you issues, then you should just get rid of them. No one mod is worth keeping around if it's got it's giving you grief. Placeables on it. Talking about. We don't even have any placeables. Then a power washer, and that's over there at the main farm. Well, I know how to sell it. Let's go into your save game. Give yourself $398,000 in your farms.xml. There, you sold it. Well, Carl, I don't know when we're going to do another ATS stream, but I can tell you that on Tuesday, there will be a pre-recorded ATS video that will drop. In fact, I've got planned for each Tuesday in June, there will be an ATS pre-recorded video that's going to drop on a Truckin' Tuesday. I did the fourth one today. They're all uploaded. They're all scheduled, ready to rock and roll. 3 of them are special transport deliveries. Synchronized harvesting. Hey, Blue Dog, what's up? So we established that these Kloss harvesters are over at modhoster.com earlier. They're the Kloss 670 series by Mario Ross. I think Furious is up taking care of those greenhouses. Now that we've got an ample supply of manure. For the sub, Thomas 111. What I gotta do to get into Harvester? I think tomorrow night we'll probably, either tomorrow night or Tuesday night, we'll probably do another city skylines. Build out the city a bit more. Seem to start bringing the money in pretty good. So maybe we'll be able to build out a amusement park. Oh, come on. You can do it. You can do it. Do it. Oh, the weekend roundup was nice and short this week. Price on corn. 16 at the grain mill. Not so great. Hold out. I think probably my favorite mod of this last week. Surprised. Probably is going to be the agri bumper. Show it to you. So here's the agri bumper, and it's a permanently attached bumper slash weight pack on the front of your tractor. You might say, well, how does it get there permanently? Well, I gotta find an in-game tractor. Only works on in-game equipment. So let's go here to the shop. And let's see, the Fendt 300 have it. It does. All right, so the Fendt 300 has it. $700. Where's the 300? Where's the 300? Chris isn't it? Tab around. Oh, here it is. Alright. I'm sure there's a way to make it work with modded equipment. It might be like...
The 300's up by the Seedmaster.
Thankfully, it was just a couple tabs. Because what it does is it adds a configuration item to the shop. Go here, and we go to Customize. Now have the Agri Bumper as an option. Okay, so you can see, here it is without. Here it is basic. See, it basically bolts 3-point. Okay, but there's notches here for the 3-point to still function. So then you can add 700 kilograms of weight, 900, 1200. Basic, 7, 9, 12. And I think on the bigger tractors you can add even more weight. Let's just add that, okay? You can see it's color coded to the tractor, to the brand. So if you did a New Holland, then the New Holland would be blue. Okay. Let's see here. Do we have a weight somewhere? Oh, I got this. I got the platform. So typically, with a weight, you're tying up the front 3-point. But with this, see, perfect clearance. It's not impeding the 3-point whatsoever. There's a notch. There's a notch there for the PTO. If you had like a front attached mower, PTO would just fit in that notch without any issue. Then we've got Stoll or these John Deere. Same with the well, we don't have a front loader attacher anymore. Same with front loader attacher. They clear this. You don't have to worry about all of your attachments, your front 3-point attachments, all fine. Front loader arms are all fine. They're not in the way or anything. And like I said, there's a large tractors, New Holland, Agri Bumper. Look, there's blue. There's a set of lights on the front. We go 700, 900, 1200, 1400, 1600. So on the big tractor, we can go up to 1600 pound. It doesn't work on this. So like it works on Fendt, but it doesn't work on the modded Fendt. Case. JCB. Yeah. I have to say it's probably my favorite of the week. And I'm sure there's a way to modify or add that bumper configuration to a mod.
Hey, Klein. So, you mentioned how there was the ability to put that thing on modded tractors.
Let's see there.
Uh, Vertex Design actually has a tutorial up on how to put it on modded tractors and everything. On the says it on the mod hub page.
Probably where I got the idea.
What you talking about, Willis?
That cool Agra bumper. I first saw it in the mod hub. I'm like, oh, look, yet another weight. How exciting! And I looked at it more and I realized, oh wait, this one actually is exciting. Because it attaches permanently to the tractor, so it doesn't impede the 3-point front or the front loader, the use of a front loader arms or anything.
Did a review on
It is in this week's weekend video. Yeah.
it was kind of, kind of goofy looking stuff, but
Go. Oh, it missed a little bit. Oh well. Let's go. Let's go play with the with that silo hopper. Talked about that. So we're Clover again. Hey Fred, what's up? All right, we'll park this here. All right, let's go. Tractor. Let's shut that up. Oh, let's get this one. Their new front weights. So we need to use that. To attach, or to basically fill need to use this silo hopper to fill these silos. Whoa, 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 whoa. We got pig food in this one. We're going to empty this one out of pig food. Alright. And we're going to take this pig food over to the pig fattening area. Then we're going to put this into the other silo. Then I'm going to mix up a couple batches of pig food. I think that's how we'll close out the video stream. Oh, that's sweet. That is an awful expensive area, though. But I can see why. I mean, if the purpose is basically to be able to have horses, a large number of horses that all you have to do is give water to. Pretty easy money. Okay, so you back up to here, you hit Q. You connect the pipe. Okay? Then you hit G. And you toggle back to something. And you hit L. Okay? Now you see we're emptying. And we're putting into silo. These things will pretty much accept anything. And they only accept one product at a time. So this one will only accept pig food until we completely empty it. Then we can put whatever else we wanted into it. Okay, now we're empty. Jump back in. Hit Q to disconnect. And there you go. Well, looks like we got some dead pigs again. I'm gonna let those pile up for Raznik. I'll let him have the joy of moving the dead carcasses. Going to the greenhouse is going the wrong way. Yeah, they spawn in the shed. I misunderstood. I thought thought we had to move them into the shed. Like if we wanted to store them, but no, they spawn there. That's really the only thing we need to use this hopper for, is to fill those silos. Because we can get product out of the silos without needing to use them. Speaking of which, I'm going to go up here and get a trailer. Use this one. They are. They're kind of discolored and ugh. Alright, so here we have... This one we have the whole grain in. Get how much whole grain we have. About out of whole grain. That's 10,700 liters of that. I moved probably 5 or 6 dead pigs yesterday. So I'm gonna hold 21,000 liters. It's perfect. Pig food is 2-to-1 mix of root crop to whole grain. That. Talk about high quality workers here. Keeping up with me. Can't get a better group of folks. I put him in the John Deere Gator. Go over here and flies, kind of discoloring. Eyes are all clouded over. Super chat there, chat. They just, pick them up. Kind of flop. Gotta take him up to the Skinner. What's his hours? Sign out here. Don't know what his hours are. He opens and closes. Basically, we have to take them. We don't have to just load them in the trailer. Then have to unload them right here at the platform, right in front of this guy. Mr. Death himself. See the little death icon. Love that this conveyor belt's been supercharged. Alright. First thing we gotta do. Gotta get in here. Gotta turn it on. We gotta turn the mixer blade on. Now that that's on, go. This will work out perfect, because that is double the capacity of the other trailer. Get into this mixer. See, basically it works like the TMR mixer, except there's this concept of work time also. So once all the ingredients have been added, then a minute has to go by. Then once a minute goes by, our mix will be, in theory, pig food. Where's the gator? Here's the gator. Now there's a little bug. It's already fixed in the update that's going to be coming. There's a little bug where you've got to basically unload a little bit of product out of this side pipe. Before it turns into pig food. Should just be able to pull up next to it and not worry about backing in. Now we are adding product. You see it's turned into biomass. It's kind of the generic fill type. Everything's in the green. This holds 40,000 liters. You can see now our timer work time is counting down. 50 seconds. Change to overload to the pipe because I need to unload just a little bit of this once the timer is done. But in the update that's not yet released, this will instantly turn into pig food after a minute like it's supposed to. But in the current version, that doesn't happen. It stays biomass until you unload just a wee bit out of the pipe. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. So now we're done. Okay, we're still biomass, like I said, but we need to unload just a little bit out the pipe. And now it turns into pig food. So that's the bug. And then what we do is we switch to overload to the pig food silo. And we start unloading. See, our quantities are going down. Look over here. Pig food's going up. We get in it, we can see our levels are going down. It's because it's going out the pipe out the back. Straight into the silo for storage. At this point we can turn it off. Shut the engine down. Turn all the noise off. Just made 30-some thousand liters of pig food. Almost did it cut it in. Cut it too much. Story of a dolly trailer. Kidding me? Oh, doesn't even. Let's go make some whole grain. Wheat. Do I bring the silo hopper up to the mill? Curious.
Yeah, I'll grab it.
pretty much used all of our whole grain. Punish a little bit quick. Then on the dead pigs, the skinner charges us to get rid of the pigs. So dead pigs cost us money. Not a lot. If our compost heap was empty, we could just put the dead pigs in there. So we're putting our wheat into here. That dump point over there is the sell point. This is kind of where we would put the where we're going to do our whole grain. Empty. Then this pipe is where the whole grain will come out. If it is trailer under it, of course we could put that trailer under it. Then we'd have to transfer it from this trailer into the silo hopper to get it into the silo. So why not just bring the silo hopper over here? So somebody was mentioning earlier that you had to stay talking with Miller. So we're going to give that a go and see if we can't get it to work. Here it comes. Place closes at 10 o'clock. Like the big millstone. That's pretty cool. Oh, I just saw that. 21,000 liters. I just saw that. It's a really nice LED. Is that like a power strip? Looks like an outlet strip is plugged into it. All right, let's go talk to Miller. E to talk to Miller and start overloading L. There you go. So the key is your unload and your overload need to be different key bindings. If you have the default, which is I, that's going to be the default key binding for both unload and overload. And in that case, it doesn't work. I had to go in and change my key bindings. Overload from I to L. Basically what they said is if he stops overloading if you stop talking to him. You have to wait until it's done overloading. to get out of talking to him. Right? If you hit unload, then he just puts it in big bags. And you either load the big bags up on a trailer, or you just pull up beside the big bags and fill from there. Bring the rest back. They're 2 trips. So just use the conveyor belt. He's just put more whole grain in the storage silo. See, look. Look at all those. There goes the belt. Oh, he must have moved it back. That was funny. That was funny. I don't care who you are. That was funny. Hey, Kiwi, what's up? Turn the noisemaker off. All right. All right, guys. Well, that's where we're going to end it for the night. Thanks for coming out and watching. Sell these horses. A little profit. Buy some more. Well, sell them when the time is right also. So guys, like I said, don't know what we'll do tomorrow. Might take the day off. We might be back doing something else. Until next time, happy farming.